Hi guys, I'm Jim and this is J&R Woodworking. And Hychika sent me this mini circular saw to do a review on and to tell you guys what I think of it. The model number of this saw is M1, I'll bring it up here, is M1Y-AC1802-115. It is a 6.2 amp, 120 volt motor, and we're gonna open this up and see what it's like. I have a bunch of this old fence material laying in my lean-to, and I'm trying to clean this place up. And somebody gave me one of these. It's supposed to be a little birdhouse up on top, and it's supposed to look like a chair, but it's really a planter. We're gonna make some of them. But first, I've got contacted by a tool company that wants me to do a review on a mini circular saw. And I might be able to put this thing to work and see how well it cuts on this old dried up cedar. I mean, that stuff, I don't know how old this fence was when I took it down, but heck, we even still have some nails in there. Whoops. So let's open this thing up and see what it looks like and see how good it's going to be. Now, I told them when they got a hold of me, I said, well, I typically buy a little bit higher quality tool than this. And they said, well, we've watched your videos and we value your opinion on what you think of this thing. So okay, we'll give it a shot. And they already got a hold of me on reviewing some other stuff. By the way, I missed a garbage can. We'll pick that up later. I don't know which one they gave me. Some of these will even cut, and they come with a diamond blade for cutting ceramic tile. Some of them come in a nice little carrying case. I don't know what I got. I got styrofoam, and this is supposed to be a 6.2 amp, 120 volt motor. And there's, I hope you can see, here's some blades. I do have a diamond blade. We'll get out some ceramic tile and see what kind of mess we can, what dust cloud in here we can make with that. It comes with a guide for ripping, a couple of dust ports, and a saw. Now look, that's actually pretty heavy. Now we gotta be careful with this because I can't hurt the box. No, I don't have to send it back, but we are going to give it away. I don't keep anything I do reviews on. We give all this stuff away. I have to remember how to get it back in the box. Good thing I got a video. And we got some Velcro that holds the cord. It's a pretty long cord. Holy smokes. What do we got here? There's 6, 9, 10. That's at least a 10-foot cord on this thing. Safety first. Can we plug it in before we put the blade on it? No, I don't know. It's got a double safety switch on it. It's got a little safety switch here on the side. Let me get over here. You got to push in before you can pull the trigger. Don't sound too bad, and it is pretty heavy. Let's see what we got. We got a semi-fine tooth blade, and it looks like a pretty coarse carbide tipped ripping blade. This is a high-speed wood or plastic 60 tooth. Okay, your little Allen wrench is stuck in this little holder on the cord. Now, I believe this is a left-hand thread screw. And it is. Now, you don't have to take the thing halfway apart to get the blades in. You just lift up on the little blade guard. Maybe I ought to drag you a little closer so you can see. Hang on. See what I'm doing here. It has a oblong hole that goes over the shaft to help lock the blade down. Lost my little washer. I'm going the wrong way, sorry. It's left hand, dummy. And somewhere on here, it's got a button on the other side that locks the shaft so you can tighten up. And we have a depth control here. Oh, it cuts from 0 to 50 degrees. We want to cut square. And the ripping guide slides in here. And has another set screw that holds it in that you need your Allen wrench for. Now we don't need this deep. And this is marked off in millimeters, 20 millimeters. I'm not into millimeters, so I have no clue how deep that is. All we need is a ½ inch. And that's not quite enough. There we go. So we're going to cut up some of these pieces and see what this bad boy can do. Get this camera where I want it. Now this is a rough edge. I think that might have been down on the ground. Now this is pretty controllable. I kind of like the size of it, and I don't know if it says how heavy this thing is, but it's got to be a good 5 pounds. We'll get out our little speed square and try to cut some of these square. Well, that's not bad. For as big as them teeth are on that thing, that's not a bad cut. I think if I was going to be doing something like this, I would want a little bit finer blade. I don't know, these are 4.5 inch blades. And I have a small saw over here. think it's a 5-inch saw, so I'm not going to be able to switch them blades around. Now, it cross cuts pretty good. The angle is a little awkward. I would much rather have it more level and have this thing twist somehow instead of up in the air like this. It's a little awkward to me. But hey, it's right out of the box. I haven't cut anything with it yet. Now what I'd like to do is rip this thing. Let's see how it rips. Oh, we got 2 inches and 3.5 is what we need, and we got 3 3/8. So we're gonna cheat a little bit on both sides of this leg. So we'll make this 1 7/8 or 1 3/4. That works pretty good. Now I suppose this is metric too. Oh yeah, it is. So what we're gonna have to do is figure out, here, I'll make all you guys happy. I'll unplug the thing, you know, just in case. We gotta measure from the edge of this to the blade. Right about there, it's 1 3/4. Now if I can flip this over without it moving on me. Yeah, it moved a little, but we'll see what it does. Well, it didn't do too bad until I hit this knot down here. And I flared over. Oh, I see why. I don't know if you can see this or not. Now how I can get this so you can get, it followed the edge of the board because of this knot from about here down, flared over. So the saw just followed that because that's what that's supposed to do. So it doesn't do too bad of a job on ripping. I don't really see, it got a little hot right there where that knot was, but not bad. So if that's all you had, you could build these with some old fence boards and you wouldn't need a table saw or a large circular saw. This thing actually works pretty good. I can't believe as heavy as it is. So now I'm kind of curious on the ceramic tile. I really want to try that. There's a 24th, comes with a 24 tooth carbide blade, if you can read that through the package. And it comes with this diamond blade. Tile and backer board / cement. The cement board that you're going to use to stick your tile to, this will cut both of them. Now we'll take off this guide. Nice little feature here. I don't know if you can see it. See the spring they got on there? That's so when this is loose and you don't have your guide screwed in there, your screw won't vibrate out and get lost because the spring keeps tension on it and holds it in place. Just got to remember these are left-hand threads, so when you go to take this off, you want to tighten it. I guess I could tip you down. Well, it's still got good teeth on it. We didn't tear them up on anything. You gotta remember, we're gonna give this away. It's probably gonna be about a week or so until they can, I'm going backwards again, until they can see the video and make sure that's up to their standards. Now this does have a dust port for it, which I think we're going to want to use once we start cutting ceramic tile. It's either that or we're going to have to go outside. Now, do I have a vacuum hose that will fit onto that? I guess I'm going to have to put you on hold so I can try to find a vacuum hose for that. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I got everything for cutting this. Now, you're going to want to turn your volume down because I'm going to have a shop vac running and this thing. Let me see if I can maybe get this shop vac back a little bit. I don't know. Turn your volume down. I think I want to try and move this camera where you can see the blade actually cutting. We have a little bit of fire flying. It's not chipping too bad. I mean, I've seen worse. I have seen a lot better. But for cutting ceramic tile, I wouldn't think you would want a serrated blade. I would, if I was going to look for a blade for cutting tile, it would be solid all the way around. It would not have these cuts in it. This looks more like the blade I have on my block saw for cutting blocks. So let's kick her on and you can see it actually cut, I hope. don't know if I was pushing a little hard. I'm not used to cutting tile with something like that. But at the end of the cut, it did break on me. But as far as the quality of the cut before that happened, it's not all that bad. It did get some chipping in it. The speed of the cut has something to be desired. I would like it to go a lot faster than that. But if this is all you have, it does cut ceramic tile. I kind of like the way it stands up when you set it down. It keeps the blade from touching anything. Now I do have some harder pieces of material over here. We'll give it a shot and see how it cuts that. We'll throw the carbide blade on and see what that does, and I'll be right back. One thing I do want to mention, or I should say I don't want to forget to mention, is the dust pickup on this thing. I don't know if you've ever cut cement blocks or ceramic tile on a saw like I have over here, but it blows dust so bad. I usually have a furnace blower behind me blowing it away from me. You can cut with these wet, and I think I seen one video where they had one of these that I could have swore I seen water dripping out of here along with the dust. But it's not something you have to do. I would rather cut dry. In the first couple of years I've had that saw, I always cut wet. And me and the wife went on a little trip. We went to Frankenmuth in Michigan, and they were doing some remodeling there, and they had the same saw, and they were cutting dry. And I went up and asked the guy, I says, doesn't that wear out your blade faster? He said, no. And I've cut, I'd say close to 5,000 retaining wall blocks with this thing. And the blade, I can't tell I even used a blade. These diamond blades hold up almost indefinitely. And I'm sure that this one is going to cut a whole lot of ceramic tile if you have a tile job you want to do. Just remember to use the vacuum. I could not believe how well that sucked up all the dust. Now let's throw on the carbide blade and we'll see how it does cutting something a little harder. Okay, I got a hunk of 3/4 inch oak, and I've got I don't even know what I made this for. I made it for something, and it's laminated 3/4 inch plywood. And I notice it does have a screw there and a screw here, so I hope I miss all the screws. Maybe I should check. Just a minute. Well, we'll see if we can find any more screws other than these two in the, I don't know why I just have, I don't know. It's just finding the two on the ends. It's saying everything else is clear, so we'll give it a shot. Whoever wins this, I hate to tear up your blade sawing through a nail. Or worse yet, one of these hardened drywall screws. So we'll go at a couple of different depths. First we'll cut off this hunk of oak and see what that does to it. I should say what the saw does to the piece of oak. Well, it's not real smooth, but that's the blade. It's only 24 tooth. Let's see how it does going through this block of, we'll put it all the way down. Make sure I miss the screw. Well, it went in. Deep did we go? 1 7/8, and it seemed to handle that pretty good. I was pushing kind of hard. I'm not used to a small saw. Like I said, my circular saw is a big industrial Craftsman, and you won't slow that down. This, hey, it's not bad. $57. If I can find the ad. This is they have different models. This model has a light built in on the top, a laser for guiding your cut. Here it is right here. $57.98 right now if you have Prime on Amazon. I will put the link in the description below, or at least the address of how to get to this thing and their website, because they have a lot of different tools. They have sent me another email, wanted to know if there was any other tools I would like to do a review on. They have a battery operated drill. They have a jigsaw, a 4.5 inch right angle grinder. I guess for the money, if you're gonna do light work, and it says in the ad, this is for a homeowner and a do-it-yourselfer, light duty. Hey, it's not bad. It's really not bad. The only thing I would wish they could have done is when you change the depth of cut, you could always have it holding on to it level, or almost 90 degrees to your arm. Something more natural than having it up like this when you're making a thin cut. You're going to cut something thin, it's just a little bunglesome. But like I said, this is the first time I've seen it and used it, and it's really not a bad saw. Maybe I won't be able to give this away. Just kidding. Everything I do reviews on, I give away. I'll have to probably wait a week or so. I have to send them a link to this video to see if they approve it. I don't know what they'll do if they don't approve it. I'll have to pay them $57. I don't know. Never done this before. So there you go. As soon as I can, I will put on probably Jim's Fix-It Shop. I'm at a loss here. And let you know how to win this thing. I also have a endoscope and a Craftsman rotary tool we're going to be giving away. So keep watching. And I've got a quiz for you, and this will be probably on the next Jim's Fix-It Shop. What this is. And I'll give you a hint. It does not mix paint. So until next time, work safe, have fun, and I'll talk to you soon. So long.